Officials say a suspect is in custody now following the fatal attack on a black gay man who was killed after dancing at a gas station in Brooklyn. According to witnesses, last Saturday, 28-year-old professional dancer and choreographer O'Shea Sibley was playing music and voguing with his friends when a group of men approached them, shouting anti-LGBTQ slurs and telling them to stop. After a back and forth, one of the men fatally stabbed Sibley. In the wake of the attacks, tributes are pouring in, including from Beyoncé, the artist whose music Sibley was voguing to at the time of the attack. She posted a simple message on her website, quote, "Rest in power, O'Shea Sibley." Joining me now, Rashad Robinson, president of Color of Change. Rashad, thank you very much for coming back to the show. We're both black gay men, and I didn't know O'Shea Sibley, but his killing hit me hard because it was a reminder that we aren't safe anywhere doing anything in our own skin. What about you, Rashad?
The same. First, I just want to, extend my prayers and my thoughts to his friends, his family, and our community, Jonathan. Right? You think you've won some things, you see progress happening, but then we are constantly seeing these reminders of just how valuable we are to some people, just how much dignity and respect can be extended to us, just how much can be ripped away because of someone's beliefs or someone's fears or the signals that someone has gotten from the larger society, from our politicians, from our media, from larger culture about what our value is and what will the consequences be for any actions against us. And so this does hit incredibly hard. And as a person who leads work around civil rights every day to change written and unwritten rules, it just makes me think about all the work that we still have to do, that the laws are not enough, that the system change is not enough, and that we constantly have to push and challenge to force things to change that simply do not want to change on their own.
You know, as I'm listening to you, I'm thinking, in the work that you do at Color of Change, you've got lots of folks who are members, lots of folks who are impacted by the work that you do. How do you keep, particularly the young people, from losing hope that progress is possible?
Well, these are our lives, right? Every single day we want to wake up and not just survive, but we want to experience hope, success, joy, love, right? And so when I think about what does it mean to keep people invested, it is about finding the strategic actions, the ways that people can engage, the ways that we point people towards what the next step is, but also leaning into the fact that human beings want to be able to fight for a better tomorrow. They want to experience a world that is on their side. And so recognizing the sort of aspiration that is at the heart of human beings and the aspiration that's the heart of Black folks, of Black queer folks, of Black LGBTQ folks, of our community, the ways in which we have made this country and its democracy possible, the ways in which we've contributed so much beauty and culture and arts, and how that can be monetized on one hand and attacked on the other hand, and knowing those things for me makes me want to fight even harder, find ways for people to feel like they can fight not just for survival, but fight for joy.
You know, the one thing that gave me a little glimmer of hope was seeing the glint of a smile in your face as you were answering that, because it does speak to the hope. One more thing, Rashad, an upcoming report shows a 52% increase in anti-LGBTQ hate crimes around the country in 2022, and a 28% increase in anti-trans hate crimes. How do we stop this?
Well, this is the cultural work that we have to do, but it's also about holding leaders accountable with big mics. You know, we saw just this week, DeSantis and the Florida Board of Education go directly after teaching about gender and sexuality in a college-level psychology course. We watched the College Board stand up to it, and we watched companies like International Baccalaureate and Cambridge Assessment cave in to those demands sense. We have to hold leaders accountable, enablers accountable. We have to push and challenge a culture that sends messages that we are disposable, that our stories don't matter, that our lives are not important and worthy of teaching, that there is something wrong with us. And at the intersection of what it means to be Black and what it means to be LGBT, what it means to be trans, and what it means to be queer is knowing that we are under attack, but we have to band together and we have to fight. And I fundamentally believe that as these attacks come, what I continue to hope and continue to see, that we make sure that we stand in the way of any of the wedges that may come up in our communities, any of the ways in which we may not stand in solidarity across all the communities that are under attack, because those that are coming for queer folks today are coming for Black folks tomorrow, are coming for reproductive rights of women the next day. And so many of us have to live intersectional lives and intersectional experiences. And so the work ahead, the progress ahead, whether it's fighting for the 24 election, or whether it's simply fighting for the type of cultural change that allows us to live and breathe and sleep and eat, all of those things are part of the work ahead. And so thank you, Jonathan, for doing this story, but also to everyone who's standing up and speaking up. Thank you.